Hello, Aquarius. This is your forecast, your Tarot forecast for January 2016. Happy New Year, and I hope you had a great holiday. But as you're starting out here now, you are throwing yourself into the winds of things. You are energetic, you are excited, you are motivated to really get going with certain things. While you have apparently gone through some major decision making of leaving something behind you here in 2015. Whatever that was, well, for you, as far as I'm concerned, from what I see, you are good about leaving it back in 2015. And so this opens up new room and for your consciousness, both to grow, but also for aspects to actually start now taking on a certain dimension for manifestation. In that, well, whatever now you have been inquiring about, and I'm seeing you're just about to hear some news, and it's more like a sense of finality, like finally here is the green light, because it's good news coming in, and it's really going to allow you to move forward. And I feel you throwing yourself, your arms, should I say, up towards the sky, saying, finally, now things can start. So there is somebody here involved in this. So it could be a supervisor, could be a boss, whoever that may be. It could be a partner, but it is a male. And this male is super practical, down to earth, and is a doer, not a procrastinator. So, and I feel that he has a lot of responsibility, a lot of power. And so the way you're going to be working with him now will be a teamwork, which is really going to make things get up and go, right? There's a celebration here, Aquarius. So once this event has taken place, once you have this news, well, actually, it looks like the rest of the month is really just going to go down that super highway, especially as you come to mid-month. I feel that whatever has you held back, okay, and that could be something financial, because I see your hands are tied in a certain matter, but once that financial there is in hand, there's no stopping you. And in that, there is two situations coming up that you're going to shed light on. That could be with some investments or something you want to purchase, whatever that deal is. But I see you shedding good light on it. Now, the home and family, there is also something that needs to be taken care of. That might be one of the things that you might be looking into purchasing to upgrade or to fix here this month. And it looks like it might have been a little procrastinated there for a while. Could have been done here a couple of months ago. But sometimes, you know, it's easy to put it on the side burner there while other things takes precedence. But this month, it's more like you're going to find and feel a liberation to actually get these things over and done with, because then why? It's out of your hair. So here romantically, this month, Aquarius, for you, well, you know, it's like you guys have been doing pretty good for those of you in a relationship. As if all your ducks are now in a row. You've been setting things up. You've been talking, sharing, dreaming together of certain things, certain goals that you're setting out to do as a couple. And as far as I can see, the two of you concerned here, you're both apparently in agreement that 2016 is going to be the year where certain specific big things are going to take place for you both. For those of you single, and I get that question too when I'm talking about relationship energy that I'm seeing, and of course these are just general readings and I can't really comb over all of you individually, of course. So, you know, this will be, I always go with the strongest energies that come up in your cards, and so I have to address it. For those of you who are single, well, if we're getting great relationship energy up in any given month, well, that will also pertain to you who are single, to look for this to come into your life. But without doing an individual reading for you, which we can always do, I'm always happy to look into matters for you, well then just listen to it and make a note behind your ear, right? So you want to transfer that from the couple energy over to the single energy and know that the same energy will work for you, and perhaps meeting up with a new person, okay? Just so we have that clear. Now, are you waiting for some money? It looks like money could come to you here in January, Aquarius, but we're not talking about your income because that's secured, that's there. This is money outside of it, different from. Can't say which area it's coming from, and I'm not really saying it's a whole lot either, but there is some money here now that can show up for you, and I see a smile on your face, so that is a good thing, right? Then here, whatever choices has been showing up is now pointing towards a short distance trip. So it's whether to go or not to go. I think that becomes the question. And it's not a long distance. It might just be out of town. It could be a day trip. It looks like you would like to go if your schedule will allow you it. So if this is in mention between you and some friends or whoever it may be, I see you saying that you will get back to them on that you can't really promise them anything right here, right now, as you're speaking about this situation, because it's all going to be dependent on whatever else is coming up. But if you could make it, well, it looks like, the trip would be good. But I'd like to ask you, Aquarius, what is it that you are really, should I say contemplating here? Because it's as if there's some aspect of your life that might not have turned out exactly how you wanted it 2015, and I'm seeing how you're spiritually trying to dig for an answer as to why didn't this or that fall into place. And I could see that at times you might beat yourself up with these recurring thoughts, as if there's a certain energy that really wants to go in there and turn every stone to figure out why something didn't turn out. And it doesn't really have to be in 2015. It could be an old situation that's been laying there festering, and every once in a while it will come up to the surface and it will rear, I won't say its ugly head, but it will rear that head of you going on to this new round of trying to figure why. So I'm just seeing the big word why, tons of question marks around there. So you will encounter that on and off, perhaps here through January, even though the rest of your life is looking pretty awesome, I have to say, with a lot of good news, great energy moving forward. But then here comes this question mark again. Why didn't that work out? And it's something that at some point in your life disappointed you, and not just once. It looks like there was a series of a disappointment that kept recurring until I think you just left it. And but it's as if it never had its closure, or it hasn't had its forgiveness. So you will come to see that you might be working on that and digging in, and maybe we can do a private reading and get some more insight there for you in regards to it. But looking at your career, there's two things this month, and it's balancing. So I'm feeling it's not going to be overly busy. You're going to be busy, but not like deadline busy and stressed. There's more harmony. There's a flow to it, especially here, like the last couple of weeks there of January is absolutely beautiful for you. And that's heading into February, which is your birthday month. So that should be a good way of finalizing your solar year. But here I do see victory and the Emperor coming up here. So you have this innate energy right now where you're feeling on top. You're feeling in control. You're feeling that wisdom is with you. And also the encounter of a man also with similar wisdom, strength, and influence can come to you as you're actually hitting a green light with success. So if you've been waiting to get some acknowledgement, you will be getting this closer to the end of the month, and that will allow you to actually open up these new doors for February. And let me tell you, February is going to start off here with you on your wings, because there is energy that is going to lift and rise you up into the sky here just as we're leaving here in January of 2016. So that should be exciting, and I can't wait to see next month exactly what that is going to be and how you're going to be lifted and where you will possibly come to end up with that energy. So listen, it's always good to listen to your moon and rising sign too here, Aquarius, because that might just give you a little bit more extra insight as to what you can come and expect. It's just like the astrology and the horoscopes too. We get more from it. So I wish you the very best. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you next month. Bye now.